Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss the relation between Young's modulus E and the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus G. For that purpose, let us observe this diagram. In this diagram, ABCD is a block and which is subjected to a shear force tau over the face CD as well as the face AB. It is subjected to shear stress tau. And now due to the application of this shear stress tau, the CD face or this point D, it changed its position and it will be at point D1 now. Due to the application of this tangential or parallel force tau, point D changed its position and observed or got a new position, that is D1. Likewise, C point shifted to point C1. And this block ABCD now will be observed as a AB C1 D1. Okay, so there is a deformation we observed in the block ABCD. Block has now look like this. Originally, the angle between the face AB and AD was 90 degree, but now the angle changed and it becomes more than 90 degree. Angle between the face AB and AD1, it is now more than 90 degree. Correct. So due to the application of tau, this change happened. Now our aim is to find out the relation between the Young's modulus and shear modulus. So here, what we observed, due to the application of shear stress tau on face AB and CD, diagonal BD will get elongated. Okay, correct. This diagonal BD we are observing here. Diagonal BD now becomes BD1, and definitely we can say that the change in the length of the BD member occurs and it is elongated now. Length is increased. Correct. Length of BD member is increased and it is now BD1. Similarly, diagonal AC, original diagonal AC is this one. And here now the diagonal AC will be like this, AC1. It gets shortened. It gets shortened due to the application of this tau. Correct. So this BD diagonal experiences tensile stress because we know that whenever there is a tensile force acting, then and only then the member get elongated. Correct. BD is now elongated. BD is now elongated. It indicates that tension is get developed in the member, and due to that tensile force, member get elongated. And in AC now it is shortened. AC is shortened now. Correct. And when the member gets shortened, when it is subjected to compression or compressive force. Correct. Compressive force. So what it indicates, AC is subjected to compression or compressive force and compressive stress get induced in the member AC. So I will write here, in diagonal BD, tensile stress developed because length is increased, and in diagonal AC, compressive stress get developed. Now, let us calculate the tensile strain developed in diagonal BD, tensile stress developed in diagonal BD. We know this relation. What is the relation? Young's modulus is equal to stress divided by strain. Correct. And therefore, how can I calculate strain? Strain small e is equal to sigma divided by E. Correct. Stress divided by this. Strain is equal to stress divided by Young's modulus. This is the relation now. But now here, the member or the material is not subjected to direct stress. This is nothing but the direct stress. Sigma is nothing but the direct stress or normal stress. Generally, we use the symbol sigma for direct or normal stress. But in this case, the member ABCD is subjected to shear stress, not direct stress. Correct. So in place of sigma, I will write tau because member is subjected to shear stress tau. Therefore, how can I write? Therefore, tensile strain developed in diagonal BD E is equal to tau divided by E. Tau divided by E. Diagonal BD due to, I will write here, tension in BD. करेक्ट है. BD में टेंशन है, बराबर है. BD में टेंशन है, इसलिए ड्यू टू टेंशन इन BD tensile strain get developed and that is equal to tau by E. Similarly, I can calculate tensile strain developed in diagonal BD due to compression in AC. Correct. Because हमको मालूम है what we know that if a member is subjected to tension or compression on any phase, automatically there is a development of linear strain as well as lateral strain. एक डायरेक्शन में अगर एक मेंबर बढ़ रहा है तो उसके इफेक्ट की वजह से दूसरी डायरेक्शन में वो कम होता है. यस, करेक्ट है. ऑलरेडी आई टोल्ड यू व्हेन वी डिराइव्ड द Poisson's ratio formula, I told you that what is the formula of Poisson's ratio? Mu, correct, lateral strain divided by linear strain. एक डायरेक्शन में मेंबर बढ़ रहा है तो दूसरी डायरेक्शन में वो कम होता है. दिस हैपन्स ऑटोमेटिकली एंड देयरफॉर यहाँ पे एसी में कॉम्प्रेशन है. करेक्ट है, एसी में कॉम्प्रेशन है तो इसका इफेक्ट बीडी पे भी होगा. मतलब एसी कम हो रहा है तो बीडी बढ़ेगा. करेक्ट है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? टेंसाइल स्ट्रेन डेवलप्ड इन डायगोनल बीडी ड्यू टू कॉम्प्रेशन इन एसी, दैट इज, अगर हम यहाँ पे पॉइजन्स रेशियो का फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं, सो आई विल राइट पॉइजन्स रेशियो म्यू. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? lateral strain divided by linear strain. Correct. And now this is nothing but the lateral direction, because in linear direction the strain is this one. In the direction of applied force the strain is this one. This is called as linear strain. And now I want to calculate lateral strain. So formula becomes now lateral strain is equal to mu into linear strain, and this is nothing but the linear strain. I will write here. Okay, बीडी में बीडी की वजह से जो स्ट्रेन हो रहा है उसको लीनियर बोलते हैं, लेकिन बीडी में एसी की वजह से जो स्ट्रेन हो रहा है उसको लैटरल बोलते हैं. ओके, सो लैटरल स्ट्रेन इज इक्वल टू म्यू इनटू लीनियर स्ट्रेन, एंड that is nothing but that is equal to mu into linear strain is tau divided by E. Correct. We have earlier calculated this linear strain, tau by E, mu into tau by E. I will give this as equation number 1, this as equation number this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. correct. This is the linear strain and this is the lateral strain in diagonal BD. Diagonal BD, linear strain and lateral strain. Therefore, total strain in diagonal BD is equal to linear strain plus lateral strain. I have to add both the strains because एक में compression है एक में tension है. तो linear strain कितना है tau by और lateral strain कितना है mu into tau by. So what I will do? I will take tau by as common and then I will write 1 plus mu. I'll give this as equation number 3. Again, the total tensile strain the total tensile strength in diagonal BD is equal to half of shear strain. Actually, we have to derive this, but again it will take time. Therefore, you have to remember this, that tensile strain developed in diagonal BD is equal to half of shear strain. That you have to remember. This is already derived. Okay. Therefore, I will write here tensile strain, total tensile strain. Okay. Total tensile strain. Total tensile strain is equal to half of shear strain. 1 by 2 of shear strain. And we are using a symbol phi for shear strain. Therefore, I will write here phi by 2. Phi by 2. Correct. And we know that here modulus of rigidity G is equal to shear stress divided by shear strain. That is G is equal to tau divided by phi. Correct. And therefore I can write phi is equal to tau divided by G. And now our total strain, tensile strain becomes, already it is phi by 2. In place of phi, I will write tau by G. So tau divided by 2G. Tau divided by 2G. And now I will give this as a equation number 4. If I observe equation 3 and 4, this equation 3, total strain in diagonal BD. Total strain in diagonal BD, that is equal to tau by E into 1 plus mu. Equation 3 gives us. And what this equation 4 gives us? Again, total strain in diagonal BD, because here also we have calculated BD, strain in diagonal BD. So the equation 3 is also giving us tensile strain in diagonal BD, as well as equation 4 is also giving us tensile strain in diagonal BD. Therefore, equating equation 3 and 4. So what I will get? Tau by G, tau divided by 2G is equal to, I will see the equation 3, tau divided by E into bracket 1 plus mu. Tau divided by E into bracket 1 plus mu. Now tau get cancel, and if I shift this E to left hand side, okay, E to left hand side, then 1 minute. Tau divided by E into 1 plus mu. Okay, sorry. I have written this 1 plus mu in wrong direction, wrong place. Actually, it is in multiplication. Correct? It is in multiplication. I have put it in denominator. It's wrong one. So I had to erase this first of all. This is not at denominator. This is in multiplication. Tau by E into bracket 1 plus mu. It is in multiplication with tau. Correct. Now tau get cancelled, and if I will transfer this E to this left hand side and 2G to this right hand side, then what happens? I will get E is equal to 2G into bracket 1 plus mu. Okay. So this formula E is equal to 2G into bracket 1 plus mu gives us the relation between Young's modulus E and the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus G. Again here we have to use the Poisson's ratio mu also. If we want to get the relation between E and G, the mediator is mu here. Okay, E is equal to 2G into bracket 1 plus mu. So that is the thing. You can also write this formula in terms of G also. If I want to write in terms of G, then I have to write like this. G is equal to E divided by 2 into bracket 1 plus mu. I can write by this way also. So this is the formula